40 Things They Never Taught You About Volcanoes. Lily's 6-year journey. I want to tell you about Lily. She's not the kind of kid who collects stamps or dolls. Lily collects moments when the earth talks back. The first time I met her, she was 9, standing on the black sand of Reynisfjara beach in Iceland with a notebook that had evidence written on the cover in glitter pen. Her fingers were cold, her boots were soaked, but her eyes were doing that thing they do when she's about to ask a question that will take us on a 3-year detour. Lava made this sand, she said, holding up a fistful. So where's the volcano that did it? That was the start. What follows are 40 things Lily learned, and dragged me along to learn, about volcanoes. Names, places, dates, disasters, and the physics of how mountains breathe fire. This is her story, but the facts are the Earth's. 1. Volcanoes are born where the Earth is broken. Lily's first big aha came in Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. We were watching Kīlauea's Halemaumau crater glow at night. A ranger told her, "The crust here is thin. Magma finds the cracks." Lily wrote, Fact 1, volcanoes form at tectonic plate boundaries, divergent, convergent, and at hotspots. She underlined hotspots 3 times. Hawaii isn't on a plate edge. It's over a mantle plume, a pipe of superhot rock from deep in the mantle. That's why Kīlauea has been erupting nearly non-stop since 1983. 2. The word volcano comes from a Roman god. We flew to Italy because Lily insisted. You can't understand volcanoes without meeting Vulcan, she said. On Volcano Island, one of the Aeolian islands, she stood by the Fossa crater and read aloud, Fact 2, the Romans believed volcano was the chimney of Vulcan's forge. The last major eruption here was 1888 to 1890. The mud baths still bubble. She dipped a toe in and declared it god-level warm. 3. Pompeii froze a Roman city in time. Next stop, Mount Vesuvius. 79 AD. Lily walked the streets of Pompeii with a guidebook in one hand and a pumice stone in the other. Fact 3, Vesuvius buried Pompeii and Herculaneum under 4 to 6 meters of ash and pumice in 24 hours. Plaster casts of victims made her quiet. She later wrote, Pyroclastic flows are 700 degrees Celsius. You don't outrun them. Vesuvius is still active. It's the only active volcano on mainland Europe, and 3 million people live near it. For, not all lava is the same. Back in Hawaii, Lily made me touch 3 kinds of rock. A with Macron is sharp, she said, Pahoa is ropey. Pillow lava forms underwater. Fact for, lava type depends on silica content. Low silica equals runny basalt like Hawaii. High silica equals sticky rhyolite like Mount St. Helens. She proved it with ketchup versus peanut butter. The ketchup won the race down our driveway. 5. The biggest eruption in recorded history was quiet. Lily hates when history gets loud for the wrong reasons. Everyone knows Krakatoa, she told me, but Tambora was worse. Fact 5, Mount Tambora, Indonesia, erupted in April 1815. It killed 71,000 people and caused the year without a summers in 1816. Crops failed globally. Mary Shelley wrote Frankenstein during the endless rain. We visited Tambora Island in 2024. The caldera is 6 kilometers wide now. Lily stood on the rim and whispered, it reset the sky. 6. Krakatoa sound traveled the world. But fine, we'll talk Krakatoa too. Fact 6. When Krakatoa erupted on August 27, 1883, the explosion was heard 3,000 miles away in Mauritius. The pressure wave circled Earth 7 times. The island collapsed into the sea, triggering tsunamis 37 meters high. Lily found a piece of 1883 pumice on a beach in Java. She keeps it in a jar labeled Sound. 7. Supervolcanoes don't look like mountains. Where's the pointy top? Lily asked when we got to Yellowstone. I pointed at the ground. Fact 7. Supervolcanoes form calderas, giant collapsed basins, not cones. Yellowstone's last supereruption was 631,000 years ago. It ejected 1,000 cubic kilometers of material. If it happened today, ash would cover most of the US. She didn't sleep well in the tent that night. 8. The VEI scale measures tantrums. Lily loves ranking things. Fact 8. The volcanic explosivity index runs from 0 to 8. VEI 0 is Hawaiian, VEI 8 is supereruption. Mount St. Helens in 1980 was VEI 5. Pinatubo 1991 was VEI 6. Tambora was VEI 7. She made a poster for her room. Yellowstone gets a hypothetical VEI 8 sticker. 9. Mount St. Helens blew sideways. May 18, 1980, Washington State. Fact 9. A magnitude 5.1 earthquake triggered the north flank of St. Helens to collapse, causing a lateral blast. It flattened 600 square kilometers of forest in 10 minutes. Lily hiked the Lewitt Trail in 2023. The crater still steams. The mountain took its own face off, she said. 57 people died, including volcanologist David Johnston. 10. Volcanoes grow islands overnight. Lily's favorite birthday gift was news. Fact 10. Surtsey, Iceland, erupted from the seafloor in 1963 and became an island in 3.5 years. We couldn't visit, it's a protected research site. But in 2021, a new island, Fukutoku Okanoba, appeared near Japan. It washed away months later. Earth's mood swings, Lily said. 11. The Ring of Fire isn't on fire. Misleading name, Lily complained on a flight to Japan. Fact 11. The Pacific Ring of Fire is a 40,000 kilometers horseshoe of subduction zones with 75% of Earth's active volcanoes. Mount Fuji, Popocatépetl, Mount Rainier, all Ring of Fire. She tracked them on a map with red pushpins until our wall looked like it had measles. 12. Subduction makes explosive volcanoes. In Chile, we stood on Villaririca. Fact 12. When oceanic crust subducts under continental crust, it melts and mixes with water, making sticky, gas-rich magma. That's why Andes volcanoes explode vs Hawaii's fountains. Villaririca has had 49 eruptions since 1558. Lily watched lava slosh in its crater lake and called it planet soup. 13. Mauna Loa is the biggest mountain on Earth. Everest is taller above sea level, Lily corrected her teacher, but Mauna Loa is bigger. Fact 13. From seafloor to summit, Mauna Loa is 9,170 meters tall and 5,180 cubic kilometers in volume. It erupted in 2022 for the first time since 1984. We watched the live stream. Lily named the flow Maui's ribbon. 14. Lava can move 60 kilometers per hour, but rarely does. Fact 14. The fastest lava flows are channelized basalt, clocked at 60 kilometers per hour on Nyiragongo in 1977. But most flows crawl at 1 to 10 kilometers per hour. You can outwalk them. Pyroclastic flows, though, hit 700 kilometers per hour. That's the one that gets you, Lily said, tapping her notebook. 15. Nyiragongo has a lake of fire. Democratic Republic of Congo, 2002. Fact 15. Nyiragongo's lava lake drained in 30 minutes, sending flows through Goma and killing 147 people. Its lava is unusually fluid due to low silica. Lily couldn't visit, so she built a model with corn syrup and food coloring. It was accurate and sticky. 16. Volcanoes make their own weather. Fact 16. The 1991 Mount Pinatubo eruption in the Philippines ejected 20 million tons of CO2, cooling Earth by 0.5 degrees Celsius for 2 years. It also created spectacular sunsets. Lily painted one from a NASA photo. She titled it Climate Receipt. 17. You can predict eruptions, sometimes. On Sicily, Mount Etna rumbled. Fact 17. Scientists monitor ground swelling, gas emissions, and earthquakes to forecast eruptions. Etna is Europe's most active volcano, erupting 200+ times in the 20th century. Lily interviewed a volcanologist who said, "Etna never sleeps, she just naps." Lily approved. 18. Volcanic gases are deadly and useful. Fact 18. Magma contains water vapor, CO, SO, and HS. In 1986, CO from Lake Nyos, Cameroon, suffocated 1,746 people. But so makes sulfuric acid for industry. Lily wore a gas mask near Etna's Bocca Nuova crater. Smells like rotten eggs and science, she reported. 19. Iceland is built by volcanoes. Fact 19. Iceland sits on the mid-Atlantic ridge. It has 30 active volcanic systems. Ejafjalagical 2010 shut down European airspace. Lily learned to pronounce it in 3 days. We watched Fagradalsfjall erupt in 2021, a tourist eruption with slow lava. She roasted marshmallows 200 meters from the flow. I said no twice. 20. Volcanoes create new land and destroy old. Fact 20. Paricutin, Mexico, grew from a cornfield in 1943 to a 424-meter cone in 1 year. Dionisio Pulido's land became a volcano. He lost his farm but sold postcards. Lily met his grandson in 2025. Tata said the ground got a fever, he told her. The church of San Juan Parangaricutiro still sticks out of the lava. 21. The oldest volcano is complicated. Fact 21. Etna has been erupting for 500,000 years, making it one of the oldest active volcanoes. But the oldest dead volcanic rocks are in Canada, for 0.28 billion years old. Lily touched a piece in a museum. Older than the dinosaurs, she whispered. Older than dirt. 22. Olympus Mons is the solar system's biggest. Earth is cute, Lily said after space camp. Fact 22. Olympus Mons on Mars is 22 kilometers high, 600 kilometers wide. It's a shield volcano like Mauna Loa, but with no plate tectonics, it just kept growing. She built a Lego one. It kept falling over. 23. Volcanoes under ice are sneaky. Fact 23. Subglacial eruptions, like Grímsvötn in Iceland, melt ice and cause Jökullaups, glacier floods. 2010's Ejafjalagical flood took out a road. Lily flew over Skierasanda and saw the braided scars. Water and fire are frenemies, she decided. 24. Diamonds come from volcanoes. Fact 24. Kimberlite pipes are extinct volcanoes that brought diamonds from 150+ kilometer deep. The Kimberley mine in South Africa started in 1871. Lily's birthstone is diamond. So I'm part volcano, she concluded. I didn't argue. 25. The Deccan traps may have killed the dinosaurs. Fact 25. 66 million years ago, massive eruptions in India made the Deccan traps, 500,000 cubic kilometers of lava. This coincided with the Chicxulub asteroid. Lily calls it the 1-2 punch. We visited the Ajanta caves, carved into Deccan basalt. She licked a wall for science. It tasted like rock. 26. Volcanoes are monitored from space. Fact 26. Satellites use INSAR to detect ground deformation of 1 cm. Lily tracked Pacaya, Guatemala, from NASA's website during its 2021 eruption. The mountain breathes, she said, and we can see it inhale. 27. Pompeii wasn't the only city buried. Fact 27. El Chichon, Mexico, erupted in 1982 and destroyed 9 villages, killing 2,000 people. It also cooled the climate. Lily noted, small volcano, big consequences. We hiked to its acid crater lake. It was neon green. 28. Lahars are volcanic mudslides. Fact 28. Nevado del Ruiz, Colombia, 1985. Melting ice mixed with ash to form lahars that buried Amaro, killing 23,000. Lily read the story of Omaira Sanchez and cried. Then she made a diorama of lahar evacuation routes for her class. Warning matters, she said. 29. Volcanoes grow beaches. Fact 29. Green sand beaches like Papacolia, Hawaii, come from olivine crystals eroded from cinder cones. Black sand equals basalt. White sand equals coral. Lily has a vial of each. Earth's art supplies, she labeled them. 30. Some volcanoes erupt every day. Fact 30. Stromboli, Italy, has been erupting nearly constantly for 2,000 years. Romans called it lighthouse of the Mediterranean. We watched it at sunset from a boat. Every 20 minutes, boom, glow, ash puff. Lily called it the most reliable friend. 31. Kīlauea's 2018 eruption destroyed 700 homes. Fact 31. The Lower East Rift Zone eruption drained the summit lava lake and opened 24 fissures. Leilani Estates became Morda. Lily walked the new Black Rock in 2022. This was someone's kitchen, she said, holding a melted spoon. 32. Volcanoes make fertile soil. Fact 32. Volcanic ash breaks down into andisols, some of the most fertile soils on Earth. That's why people farm on volcano slopes despite the risk. Java, Indonesia, has 141 million people and 45 active volcanoes. Lily ate coffee grown on Mount Merapi. Danger tastes good, she decided. 33. The Toba supereruption nearly wiped us out. Fact 33. 74,000 years ago, Toba in Sumatra ejected 2,800 cubic kilometers of material. Some scientists think it caused a genetic bottleneck in humans. Lake Toba is the caldera now. Lily swam in it. We're the kids who survived, she said. 34. Mount Pelée defined Nyiragongo. Fact 34. 1902, Saint-Pierre, Martinique. A pyroclastic flow from Mount Pelée killed 29,000 in 2 minutes. Only 2 survived. One was a prisoner in a dungeon. Lily wrote "stone walls luck" in her notebook. The term Nyiragongo means glowing cloud. 35. Volcanoes can erupt without lava. Fact 35. Phreatic eruptions happen when groundwater hits magma, steam blasts, no magma ejected. Ontake, Japan, 2014 killed 63 hikers this way. No warning. Lily always checks seismic alerts now before hiking. Water is sneaky too, she said. 36. The newest volcano is debatable. Fact 36. Hunga Tonga Hunga Harpai erupted January 15, 2022. It was the most powerful atmospheric explosion recorded, VEIR 5. The plume went 58 kilometers high, into the mesosphere. It triggered tsunamis globally. Lily watched the shockwave on satellite. The Pacific burped, she announced. 37. Volcanoes sound like jets and whales. Fact 37. Infrasound from eruptions can be detected thousands of kilometers away. Bogasloff, Alaska, is monitored this way. Lily listened to recordings. The Earth sings bass, she told me. She now wants infrasound monitors for Christmas. 38. People live inside calderas. Fact 38. Aso caldera, Japan, has 50,000 people living inside it. Campi Flegrei, Italy, has 500,000. Lily walked around Aso's Nakadate crater while it puffed. A sign said toxic gas. She gave it a thumbs up and held her breath. 39. Volcanoes end, but their rocks don't. Fact 39. Shiprock, New Mexico, is the throat of a 27-million-year-old volcano. Everything else eroded away. Lily climbed the base, illegal, but she's Lily. From the top of the hike, she yelled, "Even ghosts have bones." 40. The next eruption is already starting. We're home now. Lily is 15. Her map has 200 pins. Fact 40. At any moment, 40 to 50 volcanoes are erupting worldwide. Most are remote. Some are under the ocean. The US has 161 active volcanoes. Iceland just had another one last month. Last week she showed me her college list. Every school is near a volcano. Why? I asked. She looked at me like I'd asked why gravity exists. Because, she said, the Earth isn't done talking. And I'm not done listening. I believe her. I also bought better hiking boots.